Hi, I'm Sophia Colette, and welcome to this dance like yoga flow. We'll begin in child's pose. Bring your knees as wide as feels comfortable and sink back into your hips. Close your eyes and begin to lengthen your hands forward so your forearms lift off of the mat as you sink your hips further back. Take a moment to observe your breath, your mind, without any judgment. Feel the earth holding you, beneath you. Inhale deeply. Fill up your lungs with oxygen. Feel your belly push against your thighs. Open mouth, exhale. Just let anything go that no longer serves you. One more breath together. Inhale deeply. Fill up your belly. See your chest rise. Open mouth, exhale. Release anything that will not bring fun to this dance yoga class and that doesn't serve you in general. It is gone. Inhale, press up to tabletop, hips stacked over knees, shoulders stacked over wrists, and begin to tap out your feet. In a yogi tantrum, just letting the energy flow as you just tap and tap. Stop and move your hips back. Begin to find awareness of your body as you sink your hips to one side, releasing all the way down, and then to the other one. Begin to find your flow. Rise back up to center. Engage through your core. Inhale, open up your chest. Cow pose, gaze to sky. Exhale, engage your core and curl your chest. Gaze at your belly. Begin to flow through cat. Inhale, open mouth, exhale, cow. Flow on your own breath, opening your heart and then curling your spine. Awakening every muscle, every vertebrae of your spine. Come back to center. Inhale, right arm extends way up to sky. Exhale, thread it through. Shoulder finds your mat. Right ear finds your mat as you sink your hips back and extend your left arm forward, awakening those tight places in your shoulders. Inhale, press back up to center. Shake your hips, get into the flow of your body. Inhale, other hand rises up to sky. Exhale, thread it through. Left shoulder finds the mat. Left ear finds the mat. As you sink your hips back, extend your right arm forward. Feel those tight places open up. Only when we open those tight places in our lives, whether it's in our bodies, whether we open our heart, That is when true expression and creativity begins. Inhale, push back up to center. Exhale, extend your right leg long behind you. Plant your right ball mounds, your toes onto the mat. Engage through your core. Exhale, swivel your left leg back. And inhale, point your right toes and rise all the way up. Gazing slightly at your right hand. Inhale deeply. Exhale, reach to the side. Feeling the abdominal stretch on the right side. Flow your arms. Beginning to feel the movement in your body. Exhale, bend back down. Swivel your right ball mounds back to the mat and then your left knee towards center. Release your knee. Swivel your hips. Just let all of that go. Before reaching your left foot back, ball mounds planted onto the mat. Engage through your core. Let's do the other side. Swivel your toes so they're pointing to the edge, towards the short edge of the mat. Then swivel your right leg back so that you're opening completely to one side. Reach your left arm high up to sky. And then open on an exhale. Gently gaze underneath your left armpit as you feel the left abdominal side opening up. Inhale deeply. Open mouth, exhale. Begin to flow with your breath. Inhale, reach. Gaze follows arm. Exhale, release back down. Keep going. On your last exhale, bend your left knee and slowly point your left toes back down and swivel your right knee so it's face forward. Whew. Come back to tabletop. Shake out your hips. Release that intense side stretch. Press through your inner palms, your thumb and index finger. Inhale, curl your toes, engage through your core. Press up to downward facing dog. Engaging your upper arms out as you begin to pedal out, rising high on one ball mound and then the other. Pressing your chest towards your hips. Inhale, rise high on your tiptoes. Bend your knees and your elbows. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Toes touch. Exhale, release down. Releasing your crown to earth. Bend your knees deeply. Hands falling to opposite elbows. Sway side to side. Feeling the movement in your body. Connecting that breath to movement. Mind, body. On your next exhale, forward folds. Begin to straighten your legs. Inhale, rise all the way back up to standing. Arms and gaze rise high overhead. Curl your pinkies in. Exhale, grab your left wrist with your right hand and pull your body to the right side. Gaze underneath your left elbow. Inhale deeply. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise high. Exhale, pull your body to the opposite side. Left arm to the left side. Inhale deeply. Open mouth, exhale. Hands come back to heart center. Let's flow. Hands come by our sides through sun salutations A. Inhale. Arms and gaze rise up to sky. Exhale, bend your knees. Swan dive, forward fold. Release your crown. Inhale, halfway lift. Engage through your core. Exhale, plant your hands and step your right foot back and then your left. Inhale, shift 2 inches forward. Bend your elbows directly over your wrists. Hold mid-plank here. Inhale, flip over your feet. Upward facing dog. Open up your heart. Spin your inner thighs back as you lengthen your tailbone down. Exhale, push up to downward facing dog. Inhale, rise high onto your ball mounds. Bend your knees and your elbows. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Toes touch. Inhale, slowly rise all the way up to standing. Arms and gaze rising up to sky. Exhale. Hands come to heart center. Wonderful. Let's flow through that. Hands come by your sides. Inhale. Arms and gaze rise up to sky. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive. Release your crown. Inhale, halfway lift, elongate. Exhale, plant your hands. An option, you can always step back. Option to bend your knees and hop back into Chaturanga, landing in mid-plank, not high plank, to protect your elbows. Inhale, flip over your feet. Upward facing dog. Open up your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. That is Chaturanga Vinyasa, what we just did. Inhale, rise high onto your ball mounds, bend your knees and your elbows. Exhale, float to the top of your mat. Inhale, arms and gaze rise all the way up to sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Let's flow. Hands come by our sides. Inhale, arms and gaze rise. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Option to jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, press over your feet, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises high up to sky. Engage through your right thigh. Exhale with your inner thigh. Step it all the way through to a right lunge. Good. Inhale. Press through your back ball mounds. Rise up to Crescent Lunge. Curl your pinkies in to engage your upper arms. Good. Inhale deeply. Ground down through that front foot. Exhale. Arms come back. Airplane lunge. Launch off of the front foot and extend the left leg long behind you. Engage through your core. Hands travel behind you, palms face down. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Come back to standing. Try not to let the left leg drop as you bring it to the top of your mat. Inhale, arms and gaze rise up to sky. Exhale. Take that left leg, that left foot, and place it on your inner upper thigh, just above your knee. Option to place it on your calf or on your ankle if that's more comfortable. Inhale, Vrksasana, tree pose. Ground down through your right foot. Firm your side hip in. As you ground into earth and simultaneously reach up to sky, now begin to flow your branches. I'll show you what it looks like. Find this peace and this flow. Engage, elongate through your spine. Inhale, bring that knee back to center. Gently take the back of your foot with your left hand. Engage through your core and begin to shift back into dancer's pose. Lifting through that left thigh. As you reach with your right hand, I'll show you what it looks like from the side angle. Woo! You lose your balance, just come straight back to it. Or you're welcome to stay here. Inhale deeply. Open mouth, exhale. Rise all the way back up to standing. Gently release your left leg long. Pedal out your feet. Wonderful. Then bring that left knee back up and step back into Crescent Lunge. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Plant your hands. Bring the right leg up, An option to throw through Ekapada Chaturanga with the right leg lifted. Inhale, shift forward 2 inches on your left ball mound. Exhale, mid-plank. Elbows stacked directly over wrists. Inhale, upward facing dog. Open up your heart. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Shavasana. Pedal out your feet. Let that feel good. Inhale, rise high onto your ball mounds. Watch for the change here. Knees come to your mat. Balasana, child's pose. Release. Release your forehead to the mat. Just let that practice go. Resist the urge to go shallow here in your breath. How can you deepen your breath? Deepen this mind-body practice as we flow breath to movement. Inhale, rise up to tabletop. Press through your inner palms. Engage through your core. Curl up your toes and push up on your exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale, rise high onto your ball mounds. Bend your knees and your elbows. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Toes touch. Inhale, rise all the way up to the sky. Exhale. Hands to heart center. Let's flow through that on the other side. Hands come by your sides. Inhale. Arms and gaze rise up to sky. Exhale. Swan dive, forward fold. Release your crown. Inhale, halfway lift. Engage through your core. Exhale, option to just jump or step back to Chaturanga Dandasana. Landing in mid-plank. Inhale. Flow through your vinyasa. Ending in downward facing dog. Good job. Inhale, left foot rises high up to sky. Engage your left thigh. Exhale, step it through with your inner thigh engaged. Good. Inhale, rise all the way up to crescent. Elongate through your spine. Shift your left hip back, right hip forward as you engage that back thigh. Inhale deeply. Exhale, shift your weight forward, arms come behind you. Option to launch off of that front leg. So you can see my head. Launch off of that front leg into airplane. Flex your foot, toes face down to protect your knee. Engage through your right thigh. Inhale deeply. Open mouth, exhale. One more breath. Inhale deeply. Open mouth, exhale. Slowly rise without letting that right foot down. Up to standing. Good. Bring that right knee up. Whew. If you wobble, that's part of the practice. And gently place your right foot to your inner upper thigh above your knee, or you can place it on your calf or ankle for tree pose. Hold it here. If there's balance, find a gazing point and extend your arms long. Grounded down to earth with your foot and reaching up to sky like Vrksasana, tree pose. Inhale deeply. Open mouth, exhale. Can you smile here? Release all tension in your jaw and begin to flow with your arms. Whatever calls to you, this is your sacred time. Hands come back to heart center. Inhale, bring your right knee up to center and then bring it down. Option to grab the back of your right foot with your right hand and slowly move back into dancer's pose. If that's not accessible to you, you can always stay right here and reach your arm out. Or slowly make your way, extending your left arm forward as you engage your left thigh. Inhale deeply, laughing at those wobbles. Exhale, slowly release back up to center and release your leg down. Maybe shake out your legs. Release all of the tension. And then bring yourself back up to the top of your mat. And step your right leg back to high crescent. Inhale deeply, rising high on your back ball mounds. Exhale, slowly fold forward. From your inner thigh of your left leg, step back to high plank and vinyasa through. When you're in Adho Mukha, downward facing dog, pedal out your legs, rising high onto one ball mound or another. Shake off your head. Release all of it. Inhale, rise high on your ball mounds. Exhale, knees to the mat. Child's pose. Let everything go. Inhale, rise back up to tabletop. Curl your toes, engage your core, and push back up to downward facing dog. Inhale, rise high on your ball mounds. Bend your knees and your elbows as you gaze forward gently. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Toes touch. Inhale. Slowly rise all the way back up to standing. Arms and gaze rise high. Exhale. Hands come to heart center. Good job, guys. Slowly move onto the wide edge of your mat and step your legs a leg's distance apart. Toe heel your feet so your toes are faced out, heels are faced in. Hands rise up to heart center. Just find a moment here of stillness. Hands come by your sides. Inhale. Arms and gaze rise up to sky. Exhale. Hands come to heart center. Shift your weight down into goddess pose. Heels grounded into earth as your toes can lift off of the mat. Goddess. A warrior. Let's flow. Inhale. Arms and gaze rise all the way up to sky. Exhale, sink down into goddess. Inhale, arms and gaze rise up to sky. Find that fun, that love and light, the joy of dance and yoga. It's been carrying you through this practice. And in your palms, sink into goddess pose. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Flow with that intention. Watch for the change here. Parallel your right foot with the short edge of your mat and shift your left foot forward so it's facing the short edge of your mat and bend your left knee. Vrksasana, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach your left arm back. Engage through your right thigh so the right edge of your foot presses into the mat. Exhale. Cartwheel your hands forward. Shift onto the ball mounds of your right foot. Step your left foot back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Flow. Welcome to take any modifications. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises high up to sky. Exhale, bring your left leg to your chest and then bring it to your right elbow. Then place it down onto the mat, the edge firmly into the floor. Shift your right foot flat, facing forward. And exhale, open up your heart to the sky. Dancer's pose. Dancer's bridge. Keep opening up your shoulder as you gaze up to sky. Inhale deeply. Open mouth, exhale. Bend your knees and shift forward. So you bring your right toes back to the mat. Then bring your left foot back to high plank. Woo! Inhale. Hold it here. Exhale. Push back to downward facing dog. Inhale. Rise high onto your ball mounds. Bend your knees. Exhale. Step or float up to the top of your mat. Inhale. Rise all the way up to sky. Exhale, bring that fun to your heart center. Come back to the wide edge of your mat and step the legs distance apart. Engage through your core. And this time, parallel your feet forward
like number 11s. Inhale deeply. Elongate through your spine. And exhale, begin to hinge from your hips and forward fold to a halfway lift. Inhale deeply. Open mouth, exhale. Release your crown down. Shift forward into your toes. Always an option to microbend your knees. Option to hold onto your ankles as you release your crown towards earth. And let any tension, anything that no longer serves you, roll off of your spine. Release any tension in your jaw. You can laugh. You can smile. You can cactus your mouth out like opening wide to release any tension in your jaw. Come back to center. Engage through your core. Inhale, lift up halfway. Hands come to your hips. Exhale, rise all the way back up to standing. Releasing Prasarita Paddanasana A, wide-legged forward fold. Shift your hips right and left. Whew, just let all of that go. Keep your left foot parallel to the edge of the mat. And gently from your hip crease, turn your right foot so it's facing the short edge of the mat. Toes point forward. Bend your right knee in line over your right ankle to protect your knee joint. Shift that front buttock underneath as you extend your arms long and press through the edge of your back foot. Vrksasana, Warrior 2. Find that warrior energy within you. Inhale deeply. Reverse warrior. Keep that knee directly over your right ankle. Gaze gently underneath your armpit. Exhale. Cartwheel your hands forward. From your inner thigh, press through your palms and step your right foot back to high plank. Engage through your core. Inhale, bring your right knee back to your center and gently shift it towards your left elbow. Exhale, plant the right edge of your foot down and gently shift your left foot back so it's parallel to the short edge of your mat. Good. Open up your arm, your heart to sky, and reach your arm over. Right hand pointing straight forward as you gently gaze underneath your left armpit. Inhale deeply. Open mouth, exhale. Bend your knees. Shift your left hand back onto the mat and rise high on your back ball mound before shifting your right leg back to high plank. Good. Let's flow through Chaturanga Dandasana. Your last one of practice today. Inhale, shift forward 2 inches on your ball mound. Exhale, halfway lift. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise high onto your ball mounds. Bend your knees. Release all of that. Acknowledge that effort and let it go. Sink into your hips.
and realize that the fun, the joy that we just flowed through, that is within you and will be within you forever. Inhale deeply. Fill up your lungs. Open mouth, exhale. Let go of this practice.
Inhale, rise all the way up to sit on your heels. And then shift over slightly to make your way onto your sit bones. Legs extended long before you. Ground down through your sit bones and elongate with your spine. Inhale, arms rise high above you. Exhale, tilt your pelvis forward slightly and lean forward with a long neutral spine. Don't round like I just did. Extend your spine long. Hands can come to your thighs, your calves, or your feet. As you prioritize steady spaciousness within your spine, inhale deeply. Open mouth, exhale. Keep your feet flexed to protect your knee joints and see if you can shift forward slightly with a long spine. Inhale deeply. Open mouth, exhale. Release. Gently rise all the way back up to sitting. Pedal out your knees. Release all of that tension. And then plant your hands down, palms facing towards your toes. Shoulders stacked over wrists. Inhale deeply. Open exhale. Open mouth, exhale. Option to press through your hands and slowly lift your pelvis up to the sky. Press through your feet as you open up your chest. Elongate through your spine. Vrksasana. Inhale deeply. Open mouth, exhale. Slowly release your hips back down to the mat. Pedal out your knees. Let that go. And then plant your feet and shift forward, slowly descending down, vertebrae by vertebrae, onto the mat. Allow yourself a moment here. Purely reflect. Let go of the practice. Inhale, knees come into your chest. Rock side to side. Massage your lower back. Then gently release your knees to the left. Knees stack. Left hand can find your left thigh. Right hand can extend long in a T or down by your side in a V. Gaze can gently follow your palm. In this detoxifying supine twist. Further release anything that no longer serves you. See if you can deepen your breath here. Deepen as you rinse and soak your internal organs. On your next exhale, knees come back to your chest, rock side to side, Apanasana, before releasing to the opposite side. Knees stack. Right hand can find your left thigh as you extend your left arm long, grounding your shoulder blade onto earth as your gaze gently follows your left palm. Inhale deeply, feeling the twist through your upper back. Open mouth, exhale. Purifying your kidneys and purifying your breath practice. Inhale deeply. Open mouth, exhale. Let it go. On your next exhale, bring your knees back into your chest for your last Apanasana, knees to chest. And then gently extend your legs long, palms faced up. Feet can splay into Shavasana, our final resting posture. Allow your shoulders to melt into your mat. Release any tension in your jaw. Maybe blow out. Make happy baby noises. Throw in a little bit of I don't care into what makes you feel comfortable. And then let it all go. I will guide you out when it is time. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Bring energy back into your body. How can you bring that fun, that joy, that flow off of your mat and into your life? Inhale, reach your arms overhead, point your toes, elongate through your spine for a good morning stretch. Open mouth, exhale. Let that practice go. One more breath. Inhale deeply. Elongate, fill up your lungs. Open mouth, exhale. Release over to your side. Knees stack. Curled up into fetus position. One arm under your head as a bicep pillow.
in this last moment of stillness. Press through your opposite palm and push all the way up to sitting. Vrksasana, easy seat. Bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale deeply. Open mouth, exhale. Let it go. Namaste means the love and light within me sees and honors the very same in you. I bow forward to you. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me, and I hope you flow your way through the rest of the day, and I hope you love this workout and you have an amazing rest of your day. Namaste. I'm Sophia Colette, and thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please click the thumbs up button, tap the subscribe button down below, and click the bell notification to get notified when I post new videos. Thank you so much for watching. Namaste.